Hi everyone, it's been a while since I made a video. I think we're 8 months down the line since I last posted something on this channel. So I wanted to give a bit of an update on what happened to me and what is the future of this channel going to look like. Because I definitely want to get back into content creation. Nothing has changed when it comes to my hunger to share as much as I possibly can about my journey and what I learned along the way, right? So growing in the open is something that I genuinely want to continue, and content creation is something I want to get back into. So what happened to me in the past few months is I became a father last June for the second time in my life. And during the pregnancy of my wife, I couldn't justify anymore taking all this time to record videos and going on hikes, writing the videos, spending hours editing them, looking for B-roll, sound effects. I had so much fun making those videos. Honestly, I just had so much fun. But again, I couldn't justify it. Like I was just looking at like how much I had to support my wife and how much I had to take care of my daughter as well. And eventually I felt like, okay, this hobby is taking me way too much time. So that's the reason I stepped away a little bit from this channel and from, hiking and what's not in general to kind of really focus on the family. I also launched my second company here in Japan called ClearPath Recruitment, and I want to talk a little bit about this also in this video. So I'm still running InnoHyve, like my first agency, but InnoHyve is no longer doing recruitment. So InnoHyve is now really focused on doing marketing services for the companies that we do recruiting for, basically. I will say that the bulk of my energy and resources right now is going towards ClearPath Recruitment, where I basically over the past month, I would say now around a year, I spent a crazy amount of time educating myself around software development and tech. I went through courses such as like Python, TypeScript, Next.js. Like I went through a lot of stuff really to kind of skill up and take full advantage of this whole AI revolution that is going on. And so yeah, I've been doing this, and that's why I launched this AI native recruitment company called ClearPath Recruitment, where we do basically still deep tech recruitment, but we really go from AI native approach. I'm not going to talk about this in this video, but that's kind of also one of the reasons I had no more time to create content on this channel. So when it comes to the future of this channel, what I want to share is that I still plan to share as much as possible of what I learned building businesses here in Japan, what it's like to be an expat here in Japan for those of you who are looking to relocate to Japan as professionals. But I will be a lot more, I guess, strategic on how I create content. Like this YouTube channel will have to serve a lot more the growth of my businesses, if that makes sense. I'm not going to sell stuff on this channel, but I'm going to be a lot more strategic on what I share exactly, and not necessarily on what I share, but the topics that I talk about. So I probably will talk a lot more about job hunting, recruiting, business development, and growing businesses than what it's like to be an expat here in Japan, if that makes sense. I also made kind of some AI native recording studio where all I have to do right now is actually, I'm sitting in front of my camera. The camera is always in front of me. I just have to turn it on, start recording through OBS. I can have easily some bullet points in front of me as well to remember what to talk about. And so I made it as frictionless as possible for me to record content. So when it comes to editing, same thing. It's kind of fully automated at this point, where I made this kind of library of digital assets that my agents can use in order to edit their videos. So hopefully it doesn't feel too generic or too sloppy from an AI perspective in terms of the editing. I think it does a better job than me, to be fair. But so yeah, I will talk a lot more about recruitment, landing jobs, AI, the systems that I'm building, what it actually takes to start and grow a profitable business here in Japan. I'll also still talk a little bit about, InnoHyve, networking, family learning, and the parts of the journey that do not necessarily fit into this business video. I mean, like growing in the open and sharing what I'm learning is still pretty much at the center of this channel, even though I want to make it as strategic as possible in the content that I create. I am a big believer that growing in the open is the best strategy as a solopreneur or like small business owner. So The content will be a lot more connected to the businesses I'm building right now, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But at its core, the promise is still the same. I still want to share in the most authentic way possible my journey, what I learn, and what I do to grow as an entrepreneur, as a father, as an expat in Japan, and I guess simply as a human. So ClearPath is right now the main thing that I'm building. I'm having a lot of fun. AI is absolutely empowering people like myself to do way more than was possible before. And if this is not something you want to follow, it's probably a good time to unsubscribe because, yeah, no hard feelings. I value your time. But if you're interested in this, yeah, stick around. I plan to post a lot more content here. And yeah, it's going to get really exciting because, again, I made this system now that makes it absolutely frictionless for me to record content. So I should be able to kind of stick to it, if that makes sense. Thank you, and see you guys very soon. Cheers.